Dive in if you dare to the mysterious depths of our world's oceans. Imagine plunging down more than 12,000 feet, where the sun's light fades into an inky blackness. But it doesn't stop there. The ocean's deepest point plunges further still, to an astounding 36,000 feet. That's a world shrouded in perpetual darkness, a realm where the pressure is so intense, it could easily crush a human. So if you're planning a deep-sea adventure, better pack your courage. Beneath the ocean's surface, amidst the inky black, lurk creatures you wouldn't believe. The ocean's unseen inhabitants are far from the familiar dolphins and turtles we often associate with these vast waters. Many of the ocean's creatures are stranger and more terrifying than anything you could imagine. Take the anglerfish, for instance. This deep-sea dweller is a sight that would make even the bravest among us shiver. With its enormous gaping mouth filled with sharp, translucent teeth and a bioluminescent lure hanging above its head to attract unsuspecting prey, the anglerfish is a true embodiment of aquatic nightmares. Then there's the goblin shark. Its name alone is enough to send chills down your spine, but its appearance? That's a whole other level of terror. This shark boasts a long, flat snout and a protruding jaw filled with nail-like teeth. It's a sight that would certainly make you think twice about taking a dip in the ocean. And let's not forget the giant squid. The stuff of maritime folklore and sailors' tales, this elusive creature can grow up to a staggering 43 feet in length. Equipped with 10 arms, 2 of which are longer tentacles adorned with hundreds of suckers, it's a formidable predator of the deep-sea world. These creatures, along with countless others, inhabit a world that is largely unknown to us. They lurk in the depths of our oceans, unseen, in an environment that is as alien to us as the surface of the moon. Their existence reminds us of the incredible diversity of life on our planet, and the mysteries that still lie beneath the waves. The ocean's unseen inhabitants are not the friendly neighborhood pets we're accustomed to. They are survivors, perfectly adapted to their harsh, unforgiving environments. They are reminders of the ocean's raw, untamed power and the myriad mysteries it still holds. These unseen inhabitants are no friendly neighborhood pets. The ocean doesn't just hide monsters, it can become one itself. Let's dive into the world of the ocean's deadly currents. Imagine, you're out for a refreshing swim, feeling the salt on your skin, the sun on your back, when suddenly, you're being pulled out to sea. This is the terrifying reality of a rip current. Often undetectable from the shore, these powerful channels of water can drag even the most seasoned swimmers out into the deep blue. Rip currents are formed by breaking waves that push water towards the shore. This water needs a path to return to the sea, and it often finds the path of least resistance, creating a fast-moving channel that pulls everything in its path out to sea. And when I say fast, I mean it. They can move as swiftly as 8 feet per second, faster than an Olympic swimmer. Every year, rip currents claim the lives of over 100 people in the United States alone. That's more than sharks, hurricanes, and lightning strikes combined. Let that sink in for a moment. It's not just the creatures in the water that pose a threat, but the water itself. But the ocean's deadly currents don't stop at rip currents. There are also rogue waves, the ocean's silent assassins. These monstrous waves can tower over 100 feet high and appear out of nowhere, often without warning. They've been known to capsize even the largest ships, swallowing them into the ocean's depths. These mighty waves are unpredictable, appearing and disappearing without a trace. They're the stuff of seafarers' nightmares, towering walls of water that can overpower anything in their path. They're a reminder of the immense power the ocean holds, a power we often underestimate. So the next time you find yourself staring out at the seemingly tranquil ocean, remember the hidden dangers that lurk beneath the surface. The ocean's currents hold a deadly power, proving it's not just what's in the water that can be deadly, but the water itself. If the monsters and the currents don't get you, the freezing temperatures might. This chilling statement isn't just a play on words, it's a stark reminder of one of the ocean's most treacherous threats. Its icy cold waters. Imagine diving into the ocean's depths, only to be engulfed by the bone-chilling cold. It's not just uncomfortable, it's deadly. The deep ocean isn't a balmy summer pool, it's a freezing abyss, and it doesn't take long for hypothermia to set in. Hypothermia might sound like something that only happens to people lost in the wilderness or trapped in a snowstorm, but it's actually a very real danger in the ocean. When your body temperature drops, even by just a few degrees, it can affect your ability to think and move, making survival that much more difficult. Why does this happen? Well, it's all about heat transfer. Water is much denser than air, which means it conducts heat away from your body about 25 times faster. That's why you can feel fine in air at 50 degrees Fahrenheit, but put into water of the same temperature, you're in serious trouble. Now let's talk about survival time. The harsh reality is, in freezing water, survival time can be reduced to mere minutes. Without proper protection, such as a dry suit or a survival suit, the cold ocean can quickly drain your body heat, leaving you helpless against the icy grip of hypothermia. Even experienced swimmers are not immune. Hypothermia can slow your reactions, weaken your strength, and even cause confusion or unconsciousness. In such a state, swimming, let alone surviving, becomes a Herculean task. So the next time you're considering a dip in the ocean, remember, it's not just about the depth or the unseen creatures lurking below. The temperature of the water itself is an adversary to be reckoned with. Surviving in the ocean isn't just about strength or skill, it's a race against the cold. We've landed on the moon, but there's a world here on Earth that remains largely unexplored. Imagine that. We have ventured into the vast emptiness of space, yet over 80% of our own planet's oceans remain a mystery to us. Now let's dive into the unknown, the silent void beneath the waves where light fails to penetrate, and where pressure can crush even the toughest submarines like a tin can. This is the abyss, the unexplored territories of our oceans. It's a world where the rules we are familiar with don't apply, where creatures that seem like they've sprung from our wildest nightmares dwell. The vastness of these unexplored territories is hard to comprehend. Picture this. If you tried to explore just 1% of these regions every day, it would take you almost 300 years to finish. That's longer than the United States has been a country. And within these uncharted waters, there could be countless unknown species, unseen geological formations, and potentially entirely new ecosystems. Who knows what kind of monstrous creatures or alien-like life forms lurk in these dark, crushing depths? Perhaps there are species that glow in the dark, or animals that are so bizarre, we wouldn't even recognize them as life as we know it. But it's not just about the creatures, there's also the matter of the ocean floor itself. The terrain of these unexplored territories could be more diverse and dramatic than any landscape on land. There might be towering underwater mountains, gaping chasms deeper than the Grand Canyon, or mysterious ruins swallowed by the sea eons ago. Exploring these regions is not just about satisfying our curiosity, it's about understanding our planet better, about uncovering the secrets of life and evolution, and perhaps about our very survival in the face of changing climates and dwindling resources. Who knows what horrors await us in the uncharted depths of the ocean? But equally important is the question, who knows what wonders we might find? You've heard about the monsters, the currents, the cold, but the deadliest predator in the ocean might surprise you. This predator is not a shark with rows of razor-sharp teeth, nor is it the elusive giant squid lurking in the deep. It's not even the venomous stonefish whose sting can prove fatal. No, the most lethal predator in the ocean is, in fact, us, humans. We might not be the first thing that comes to mind when you think of an ocean predator, but our impact on marine life is profound and devastating. Overfishing, for instance, is driving many species to the brink of extinction. Every year we harvest billions of fish from the ocean, depleting stocks and disrupting delicate ecosystems. And it's not just about fish. The destruction of coral reefs, often referred to as the rainforests of the sea, is another testament to human impact. These vibrant underwater cities, home to a quarter of all marine species, are dying at an alarming rate due to pollution and climate change. Even more chilling is the number of marine species that have been driven to extinction by human activity. This is a number that keeps growing, a grim reminder of our destructive power. Perhaps the most frightening fact about the ocean is not what's beneath the surface, but what's happening above it. The deadliest predator in the ocean, it seems, is us.